Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking about my PRK experience. So I had this done in August of 2021, which is about 8 months ago. So I'm pretty much fully recovered, seeing great, living life, enjoying all that life visually has to offer. And there's been some times where I wake up in the morning and I do this whole thing, but I remember that I have nothing here anymore. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys kind of the what to expect, recovery timeline, things to do to help, and just to inform you guys of my experience with PRK. So the reason that I went with PRK is because I've had evaluations done at multiple institutes that said that my corneas were too thin for the strength of my prescription. So I have -6, -7 with astigmatism. So that's pretty bad. Basically, I can't see anything without my glasses. And in order to do the laser eye surgery, they have to reshape your cornea or make a flap, and that requires a certain cornea thickness. So this is the reason why I opted for PRK instead of Lasik. And the thing with PRK is it does have a bit of a longer recovery time than Lasik, but the results are pretty much the same. So I went with Lasik Plus and Dr. Pasternak in Columbia, Maryland. And the whole team has been very, very amazing. They really take care of you, make sure that, you know, all your questions and anxieties are addressed so that you know everything to expect during this process. And anytime you have any concerns, you can always bring it up and they will schedule a meeting to help answer your questions. So everyone in this office was very professional, very easy to get along with. On top of this, they take care of everything that you need. All your appointments are included in the fees, and they also provide you with eye drops that you're going to need for the recovery period, because you're going to have dry eyes for a period of time. So the cost of it was about $3,600, and I had some sort of summer promotional discount with that, but I'd say it's the best $3,000 I've ever spent in my life, and I highly recommend anyone considering getting this done and kind of hesitant on the fence, go ahead and do it. It'll change your life for the better, and don't look back. So the reason I decided to go through with this surgery is that so that I could just enjoy life in general without the hassle of glasses, and also be able to play sports, do activities without any hindrance, and also it benefits you in the workplace. If I were to have to repeat this process, I would say I would still go through with it, and I'm very happy and satisfied with the end results. So now I want to talk about the recovery timeline. So with PRK, it is a little bit of a longer recovery, but you should be able to get back to normal activities within about a week or so. For me, I went back to work after a week, and you know, it was doable. But you know, there is some discomfort during the early phases. So the first week, things were blurry, it was painful, irritating, light sensitive, so they give you sunglasses, so make sure to wear those. And then once about 5 days to 7 days, they take out your bandage contact lens. So after this came out, it feels like your eyes can breathe, you can suddenly see much more clearly. So vision drastically jumped up after this bandage contact lens was removed. Then about week 2, I'd say I was functional, and I was actually able to drive at night in in a nighttime to my friend's place, which is about a 45-minute drive. And I have to say it was a little blurry. Like, imagine like you're driving in a car and the windshield is wet. That's kind of how everything looked at that time, but somehow I managed to drive on the freeway. So they said I was cleared for driving, so I did it. A little nerve-wracking. So after about the first month, I was seeing, I'd say, about 90% in terms of vision and in terms of clarity. So like the sharpness of images. Then the next checkpoint, I'd say, is about the 2.5-month mark, where you're pretty much at 95%. Your vision is pretty much 20/20. The clarity is sharp enough where you don't really notice it. And from there to 6-month time point, I'd say things continuously keep creeping up and keep improving. During these times when vision is improving, you're going to initially have some halos around lights at night, and your nighttime vision might not be as strong, but this is going to keep continuing to improve with time. I'd say up until about the 6-month mark. So with the recovery, you're going to need to put in tons of eye drops. They're preservative-free tears. And another thing that I read online that could help with the recovery process is fish oil and also vitamin C. So I took those supplements as well during this 6-month period, just to ensure that I would have the best recovery possible. And another thing, guys, if you can put in ample amounts of eye drops, I recommend that you do, because it can't hurt you to have a moist cornea, and that actually helps with recovery. So guys, that's pretty much it for PRK surgery. Any one of you guys kind of on the fence about it, take all this information in from my experience, and that way you kind of know what to expect when you're going for your surgery. So the doctor that I went with, he was a military doc where he did also lots of PRK surgeries. So when I saw that experience, I felt more reassured that he knew what to do with PRK in addition to LASIK. So Lasik Plus, Dr. Pasnak, thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.